What was your first time like? Where did you go? Who was it with? I'm talking about plane rides. Yes, this is Candy. Candy Taylor at candytaylor.com, CANDITAYLOR.com. Thanks for joining in today, and we're talking about first. Just recently, I traveled from Atlanta, Georgia to Oklahoma City to be with my first daughter while she has her first daughter. And yes, we're still on baby watch. Not happening yet. I will let everybody know. But I had the pleasure of sitting next to a young lady who it was her first time to fly. It was so much fun to watch her change from this scared little girl who was looked like she was terrified. She was white knuckling it, and they hadn't even shut the door yet. People were still loading. It was very easy to figure out it was her first time, but she once we got up in the air, she was able to look around and look at the sky, and she made comments. She just truly became this little girl of wonderment and excitement and seeing the sky at that level for the first time, and commented about how blue the sky was and how big the clouds were and how shiny they were. It was a joy to be able to share that experience with her. And it was just it was fun. I remember my very first flight. I think I was 11 years old, and it was turbulent. It was really a very stormy day that day, and I remember sitting next to my dad, and he tried to explain all the things, the bumps and noises, and I don't remember ever being scared. And how sometimes the plane will suddenly make changes, and I just thought it was funny and fun, and it was kind of like riding a roller coaster. So it was really exciting for me, and I hope that I was able to, even though it was a really clear and pretty day that day and there wasn't any, very little turbulence, there were some things that, the bumps and different noises that the plane made. I hope I made it a pleasurable experience for her where she's wanting to do more traveling and being able to see the world. I did watch what seemed in her facial expressions and things that she said, going from someone who possibly had never even thought about traveling the world before or getting out of her comfort zone, to someone who, once you take that first plane ride, it's like the possibilities are endless. Instead of having to drive everywhere, you can go wherever you want to. You can go however many miles you want to go, simply because being able to fly there makes the possibilities are endless of where you can travel. Um, Most of who've watched my blog before know that I travel, and share ways of traveling at wholesale prices. And I do also, one of the things that I also do is I kind of help people understand how to be entrepreneurs, and to work their own businesses, and do different things that are kind of outside the norm, possibly being able to either supplement an income or eventually replace their current income depending on what they want. But my goal here is really to teach others, and share others through my travel experiences, being able to do that the world has endless possibilities, and where you want to go, and you can be or do anything you want to do. So if you've gotten some value out of this video, please like and share. You can scroll on down to the bottom of the page, and hit that like and share button, and make sure your friends are able to see this. And just, if you want to leave a comment, I would really love to hear your travel stories. What was your first? Who was it with? Where were you going? How did you feel? How did you feel about that plane ride and where you were going? Just share those comments with me. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you would like to know a little bit more about traveling at wholesale prices, leave me a message about that. And maybe if you really like what I share with you, you might even want to come work with me. It'll be a lot of fun. So think about that, and hope to hear from you soon. Travel with me, with Candy Taylor.